ветер молчит. Упал белой чайкой на дно. Штиль, наш корабль забыт. Один в мире скованным сном. Между всех времен, без имен и лиц, мы уже не ждем, что проснется бриз. Штиль, сходим с ума, жара пахнет черной смолой. Смерть одному лишь нужна, и мы вернемся домой. Его плоть и кровь вновь насытят нас, а за смерть ему может Бог воздаст. Что нас ждет, море хранит молчание. Жажда жить сушит сердца до дна. Только жизнь здесь ничего не стоит. Жизнь других, но не твоя. Гром не грянул с небес, когда пили кровь, так зверя. Но нестерпимым стал блеск креста, что мы южным зовем. И последний поднялась волна, и раздался крик: впереди земля. Что нас ждет, море хранит молчание. Жажда жить сушит сердца до дна. Только жизнь здесь ничего не стоит. Жизнь других, но не твоя. Free.
You know, they just don't make good music like that anymore everywhere you go. Most of it's all crap. But we do what we can, where we can.
Yeah.
Don't mind the voice in the background, ladies and gentlemen. It's just another person sitting around that shouldn't be around, but that's okay. So, I'm glad you agree with me, wife, that we can't have better music anywhere in the world, but that's okay. So, happy fucking New Year to you and yours. What are we expecting to gain from these next, where are we at now? 359 days left. Are we going to make it? Are we not going to make it? Is Trump going to make it? Is Haley going to make it? The Manchurian candidate of the uber insanity that is everything we hate. And I know hate is a strong word, but I'm still going to use it anyway. The everything that we know that is absolute crap with the system that keeps its eyes on you, its world on you, its worldview on you, and its wants, feelings, and ideas from you and on you. And you say, well, what more can I do? Well, I mean, somebody's got to do something. But most of the time, most people don't do anything. Again, because they also don't practice the 7 holy virtues. They only live in the world of the 7 deadly sins. Remember, the yin and the yang and the opposite of great. I would say that the great and the not so great are advantageous of each other, are they not? They are absolutely the amazement of lost patience and loss of temperance. Now they see it, they gotta have it. They just see it, they just gotta have it. But that's the world we live in, unfortunately. There's not much we can do about it. Avarice is rampant day by day. Again, that's where the temperance comes in and the diligence and the non-slothfulness that is overwhelming us in leaps and bounds, and the lack of self-justice that you have for yourself. So you have to keep that in mind as you go forward every day, or else you're going to be just consumed, because we're all just consumers in a consuming world, with those leading us to consume their product and their ideas and their virtues. And those, like I said, those are deadly virtues, not holy virtues. There is a difference, and you have to be steadfast in living in them the best that you can. Otherwise, you will be lived for, right? Stand for the right thing, or you will stand for nothing. And that's really should be the anthem of 2024, because, right, the last stand of being a holy, virtuous individual, or the last fall of a deadly sinner. And we're all guilty of it. I mean, I'm no different. But can you wear the key around your neck, the circle squared. And can you, be a pillar of light, or just stick in a road, a fork in the road? That's the difference between those that understand where they're going and those that don't know where they're going. They lack consistency, persistence, and resilience. And you have to kill the ego and acquire the confidence. You have to acquire the knowledge, then the confidence, right? As it goes, I think it's ego, kill it. Love, you need to value it. Ignore the gossip. Gossip, ignore it. Success, achieve it. Jealousy, you need to distance yourself from it. But again, that's the left and the right of the holy virtues and the 7 deadly sins. And the knowledge that you must acquire it, and you must trust in your confidence, right? The first rule is trust yourself in order to be successful. And I've doubted myself many times, but again, what is the thesis for 2024? And what can you contribute in the body of work for the year, right? Never complain. That'd be one of them. So everyone's contributing a paragraph to that thesis. And it's going to be hard. It's going to take hard work and late nights and failure and patience and sacrifice. I mean, I've been doing it these past couple of days. You just got to sow that seed. Now, eventually, at some point, something will come. That's the whole point of patience. You can't get mad. You can't have wrath. You got to have patience. You got to practice it every day, or else you won't. You're not going to make it. So with that being said, we want to get into it. We want to get right into the insanity that we see from the new free speech power board, because I doubt that's really what it is. But it is better than nothing, right? It is better than nothing. So what do we got here? We got Larry Sharp. There's a man who should have been. Now, why doesn't he just run for actual Congress within the state, or within Congress of the state of New York? He probably would win. Like, this is what I mean about people that should be holding office. Yes, I know you should. We know you should be the governor, and you ran, and you didn't do all that great. But why would you not at least try to get into the state to some way, like how Nigel Farage did it over in England? Like, it just starts with one person. Like, just go in there and do that. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? This is good. So me trying to figure out how a country 33 trillion in debt can send 136 billion. That's true. 136 billion to a proxy war 5,000 miles away. Unbelievable. To achieve what, by the way? Like, what's the end goal? To obtain the what? The natural gas deposits? I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to be in control of that. We already control the oil, so now we want to control the natural gas, the natural gas deposits of Russia. That's the whole point of this. They're brilliant. Just fucking just brilliant. Which war pig do you find the most repulsive? I probably would have to go with just Nikki, because she has the voice of a garage door opener. I mean, she's clearly a Manchurian candidate, as sure as we're standing here. At least this guy understands the outcome of things. Who was responsible for getting activated into pushing the message of liberty. The myth. Yes. That's fucking great. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend. Ron Paul. That's right. Sorry, Ron DeSantis. You are a far cry from Ronald Reagan, and even an even further cry from Ron Paul. Dr. Ron Paul, I will say. Perfection. That is true. That is excellent on every level. Excellent on every level. Okay. Okay, I don't care. That's fucking great. Trump, or I don't know, that Indian guy. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, wow. That yeah, I think you can, pal. I think you can. These people going around using the word insurrection. You use that word, I don't think it means what you think it means. To use that old what do they call those things anymore? Meme? Yeah. To use that old meme. It is absolutely. Refusing to participate in someone else's personal psychosis isn't an act of bigotry or aggression. Well said, Lisa Simpson. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Who the hell watches this show? No one watches this show. That show's stupid. Okay, what happened here? No, or else they're in real trouble. Okay. A chaotic scene at Shabbat headquarters, Crown Heights, after Bakrium ripped wooden panels to prevent a cement truck from sealing off the recently discovered tunnels. Wait, what? Chaotic scene at the Shabbat headquarters in Crown Heights, okay, Jews of Brooklyn, after Bakrium ripped open panels to prevent a cement truck from sealing off the recently discovered tunnels. I don't understand this. What's the problem here? What's happening? Oh, a bunch of nothing. Okay to me. New York. Okay, this guy's a douche. Dual income. These people are the downfall of the white race by the highest order. This guy is clearly a slob, and this girl is clearly a bum. And a Sigma male would straight take this bitch and plow her through because she is pretty useless. And this guy looks like no one would want to have kids with him. Why is it that all the men in here they look so weak, and all the women, nobody would really want to have kids with them? Nobody would want to have kids with this guy, and no one would want to have kids with the other girl. So clearly, that's why you're a douche, a dink douche. Okay, here we go. What do we got
for
here?
not wanting to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of their lives. Let me put it in perspective for everybody who's a little confused here, okay? I work 5 days out of the week, 40 hours a week, okay?
Okay, and what's the problem with that? I don't understand this. Like, you put all this makeup on to go to work at Walmart, I'll give you that.
I do not make enough to live on my own.
That's how it works. You might, maybe want to do something about voting for candidates who want to eliminate property taxes. So the price of rents aren't through the fucking roof. Or maybe, these low income housing units that are created to be paid for by the higher level income taxpayer. You're also paying income tax. You maybe want to vote for a candidate that wants to get rid of income tax. I'm just saying, just to help you out here.
I would not make enough to pay rent, water, electric, and eat.
Yeah, that's because a lot of it's all subsidized. So, maybe you want to help out by helping it not be subsidized. Or you could, study engineering or maybe some mathematics to help create some things that'll help prevent this. I'm just wondering. Anyway, go ahead.
All by myself. I would not be capable of doing
Well, yeah, that's anyway, go ahead. That's why you get roommates, but go on.
that. 20 years ago when you were getting started, you could live on your own. 20 years ago when you first started.
Actually, no, not 20 years ago. Sorry. 40 years ago. Actually, I'd say 50 years ago. 50 years ago. 50 years ago. And I do understand where you're coming from here, but you can't have it both ways.
Started, you were able to do everything that I am now struggling to do. Let me add another perspective here. You've been working for 20 years. You have 20 years of working experience behind your belt. You have 20 years of experience in a career that has allowed you to gain raises, to get more money.
Yeah, but you don't have that yet, but go ahead.
To profit you in an economy that you created. You can sit here and you can call Gen Z lazy all you want, but I've been working my tail end off just to barely make it by. And respectfully, I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I don't want to work my tail end off.
Well, but then you have to go and invest your money. I mean, you can't have it both ways.
Wasting all of my life working just to barely be able to pay my bills.
Then you need to have multiple sources of income. That's the only way to be rich. Otherwise, you need to be trying to make it in, I don't know, you need to be trying to be making it in something.
And that is what you created, not Gen Z. We're just here getting started. You've been doing it for the last 20 years. You tell me how it got ruined. We can sit here and we can call Gen Z lazy all you want, but you let the economy turn into what it did.
Actually, we did. No. The baby boomers did that, unfortunately. Because once 9/11 happened, everything kind of changed. You weren't around for that. But anyway, go ahead.
You let it all run to hell.
So, you gonna help out and do something about it, or are you just gonna kind of complain on TikTok? But I give her credit for understanding what we're all facing here. But you got to understand that people were saying this exact same thing 20 years ago. So it's a two-way street. So which means it's the same speech over and over again 20 years ago. Because I was giving this speech 20 years ago. As was many people my age giving this speech 20 years ago. But I feel you.
And now it's Gen Z's fault because we don't want to work to fix your mistakes.
Yes, you don't want to. Wait a minute. If you're not actually working, then you're not fixing anything. You can't support Bernie Sanders and then wonder why it's the same way. But I feel for you because I've been in those shoes. Okay, those who planned this and this did this as well. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's about as accurate as it gets. among other things that they also planted. Let's see. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, that's most likely what it was. There were some bad storms in that area. Best thing you can do on election day is stay home. If, however, you're a conservative and stop voting, Trump. That's some bad advice right there. Because if this is the front runner, then you need to have. Here's the sad part about people that are anti everything, as I used to be. If there is someone where you can get, first of all, this guy is establishment, this guy's establishment, this guy is not, but this guy is clearly who should still be in power. If you're going to get at least maybe 1% of what you should get out of this person, then it's 99%, 99.5, I'll say, percent more than what you would get out of these two idiots. So clearly you're a fool here, but I expect nothing less. Who the hell is that? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who the fuck that is. What is he even talking about?
To protect your kids. There is a video that went around. It is somebody behind camera asking a bunch of mothers, would you kill to protect your kids?
Would I kill for my kid?
That's horrible.
Kill somebody?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
No.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes as long as it's legal.
No.
I don't think I would kill for my children.
However, where's the flip side? There's got to be a bunch of women that also said that they would. So this is clearly just.
But I do think I would be mouthy enough that somebody might murder me standing up for my children.
Yeah, you're a fool.
So then we reacted to it and we got, well, you don't know the situation. I'm like, it doesn't matter the situation. I made this human. And if someone is coming to harm this human.
It's back to what I mentioned about Genesis 9. Whoever sheds any blood shall be shed, because made in God's image. Like, once you.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't need that shitty music in the background, but that's okay. And beat up Washington. Bro, I'm sorry to tell you, but sports is rigged. That doesn't solve the problem, you bumbling moron. She took good acting lessons, I'll give her that. Hey, this guy, yes, thank you for coming on the show that nobody watches. It just gets to the point, doesn't it? Oh, shit. Oh my God, oh my God. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh my God, hit the other girl too. Didn't just hit her. She hit me. I would beat the shit out of her. That's the problem. Is no one's getting their asses beat anymore. Was it DC? DC? I don't even know what the DC case claims. She was swatted tonight. What the fuck does that even mean? Who cares anymore? Honestly. Deputy Prime Minister of Canada. Oh yeah, no, she definitely needs to be thrown in jail immediately. Well, that guy grabbing him. Well, that is Secret Service, but what are you gonna do? You're either gonna fight him or not. Not much you can do. Yeah, but she's a piece of shit. But what else do you want? Canada is for fucking imbeciles. Yeah, yeah, I'd say that's a fair. Yeah, it's the Mazda. That's fucking great. Yeah, that is great. That is true too. That is as true as it comes. I gotta say, why would this be the cast? Like, clearly, it's like the guys clearly came off an assembly line, and the women also came off an assembly line. There's no way this is gonna end well, and I'm rooting for the aliens, but you'll never get it. For somehow one of these two is going to defeat them, right? I don't know how, but somehow. I've had enough. Well, we're going to cut it out early today because there's just so much. I can't deal with these morons at Fox News. Be honest with you, I can't watch any of the videos. I'll probably kill myself. Like the fakeness and the overwhelming lack of intelligent consistency is an absolute detriment to a quality state of mind. So you don't want to actually put your mindset or your attitude anywhere near that area at this moment. So let's just end it with that. Let's just remember that, circle it back around. But what we have just seen is clearly the ideal of what they have been trying to put forth. And like I said, in the yin and the yang reference of the 7 deadly sins that I try to preach with you, and the 7 holy virtues that we all need to stand firmly upon: the humility, the kindness, the patience, the diligence, the temperance, the abstinence, and the chastity. Because it's important for your soul, your mind, and your body, all of which amazingly start working in unison when you understand the power of the 357. So keep your head up, keep your mind right. God bless every one of you. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Be good to yourselves and each other.